Shared proxies are cheap because you share the cost with other users. However, is that the only thing you share? How much should you rely on them? Is it safe to share an IP address with other users? What are private proxies and what are their advantages over shared ones? We'll answer these and some other questions in this video to help you pick the right type of proxy server for your needs. Hi, I'm Radi, and today we'll talk about the key differences between private and shared proxies. As we already know, all proxy servers provide you with an additional privacy layer online. They act as a middleman between your device and all other online servers you communicate with. A proxy takes all your requests, replaces your IP address and other identifiable data, and sends the request to its destination. The website, app, game or online service you're using gets the request from the proxy and sends a response to it. Once the proxy receives the response, it forwards it back to you. This way your IP address, location and other identifiable data remain hidden from the rest of the internet. Now, there are different types of proxies, including residential, datacenter, mobile, sneaker proxies and more. If you want to learn more about these proxies, make sure to check out other videos on our channel. We can further categorize them into free, shared and private proxies. They all have their unique characteristics as well as pros and cons. The purpose of each proxy server, no matter the type, is to replace your IP address with a new one and keep your online activity protected from prying eyes. The key difference between shared and private proxies is how they handle their task. As the name suggests, a shared proxy can handle multiple users at the same time, while a private proxy is reserved for a single user only. There are several advantages and disadvantages to this approach. On the plus side, shared proxies are usually cheaper. Also, they still provide the anonymity you expect from a proxy. That means you can get your work done, access geo-restricted content, gather data online, and more. Finally, you can often switch between IP addresses with shared proxies. These IPs are also often in different locations, so they're excellent for web scraping and similar tasks. However, shared proxies are not flawless. Since you're sharing them with other users, you'll have to accept a few trade-offs. The most obvious one is lower speeds and response times. If multiple users share a proxy, they also share its available bandwidth. Think of it like having multiple devices on a single Wi-Fi network. More importantly, the activity of other users can negatively impact your experience. Suppose a single user engages in some inappropriate activity and gets the IP banned from a website. In that case, other users won't be able to access the website even though they've done nothing wrong. Finally, since all users will send requests to the same site, like Google for example, you can expect to run into captchas and other verification obstacles. On the other hand, private or dedicated proxies solve all of these problems. The reason is simple: you're not sharing them with anyone else. We made a whole video dedicated to private proxies, make sure to check it out. Anyway, these proxies are exclusive. Does that make them superior? Well, it depends on your needs. With private proxies, you get better speeds, so they're a better option for bandwidth-intensive usage scenarios. More importantly, you can rest assured that the IP address you're using isn't already blacklisted anywhere. Since you're the only one who's using it, you don't have to worry about other people's actions. You have complete control over how and when your proxy is used. Finally, getting a private proxy from a reliable provider is the only way to ensure your sensitive information won't be compromised. After all, they're called private for a reason. Are there any downsides to private proxies? Just one: the price. You're not sharing the proxy, so you're not splitting the cost either. There's one more variable in the equation though: choosing the right proxy provider. IPRoyal puts protecting your privacy and personal information first. We offer both shared and dedicated proxies you can rely on. They're fast, secure, reliable and easy to use. On top of that, you don't have to pay a fortune. Check the links in the description below. Private proxies may seem like an obvious choice in many cases. However, that depends on your needs. In certain scenarios like web scraping, shared proxies can do a significantly better job. If you're not sure, get in touch and we'll help you decide. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new and interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to check out our channel, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss our latest videos. See you soon.